After returning from his participation in the recently concluded inaugural Regional Agricultural Investment Forum and Expo held in Guyana, Trinidadian Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley held a press conference in the launch of his country's international airport. The journalists in attendance were eager to know what was discussed about the Guyana-Trinidad relationship, since there was a recent back and forth between the two CARICOM member states over comments made by Guyana's Vice President, Dr. Barra Jagdeo, about Trinidad and Tobago's economy. With a smirk on his face, the Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister told his journalists to don't let other people's stories and comments lead them to come to conclusions, while assuring that despite the country's leaders may not always see eye to eye, they will work together for the best interests of their respective nations.
I mean, we may not see eye to eye on everything, and that's why we have 4 eyes between the two of us. But certainly, what we do have is a responsibility to conduct ourselves in a way that would be of great benefit to the people of Guyana and Trinidad and Tobago and the wider CARICOM, and I can assure you that is what happens.
The back and forth between the two countries had begun in March this year after Jagdeo, during an outreach in Essequibo, had commented that Trinidad's economy was falling apart. His statement was not received well in the media, with some individuals calling it disrespectful. Jagdeo, in a later press conference, had stood by his words and said that everything he had stated was factual. He had added that he has nothing against Rowley and stressed that the fall of the country's economy had started way before the Rowley government because of its over-dependence on oil. Jagdeo then went on to explain that he had made those public comments because he doesn't want Guyana to follow in Trinidad's footsteps.
And so I said we are determined in Guyana to avoid going down that path.
The Trinidadian media had pressed Rowley to respond to the Jagdeo's defense, but instead of getting caught up in a tit-for-tat, he told them that he will not be distracted about what people say about Trinidad. This is Shervin Belgrave reporting for the AGP Nightly News.